After World War II drew to the close in mid-20th century, a new conflict began, known as the Cold War. This battle pitted the world's two great powers, the democratic capitalist United States and the communist Soviet Union, against each other. Beginning in the late 1950s, the space would become another dramatic arena for this competition, as each side sought to prove the superiority of its technology, its military firepower, and by extension, its political economic system. Space exploration served as another dramatic arena for Cold War competition. On October 4, 1957, the Soviet R-7 intercontinental ballistic missile launched Sputnik, the world's first artificial satellite and the first man-made object that to be placed into Earth's orbit. Sputnik's launch came as a surprise, and not a pleasant one, to most Americans. In the United States, space was seen as the next frontier, as logical extension of a grand American tradition of exploration. And it was crucial not to lose too much ground to the Soviets. In 1958, the U.S. launched its own satellite, Explorer 1, designed by the U.S. Army under the direction of rocket scientist Werner von Braun. Achievements of Apollo. From 1961 to 1964, NASA budgets was increased almost 500%, and the lunar landing program eventually involved some 34,000 NASA employees and 375,000 employees of industrial and universities contractors. Apollo suffered a setback in January 1967 when three astronauts were killed after a spacecraft caught fire during a launch simulation. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union's lunar landing program proceeded tentatively, partly due to the internal debate over its necessity and the untimely death. Korolev, chief engineer of Soviet space program. On July 16, 1969, U.S. astronauts Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins set off Apollo 11 space mission, the first lunar landing attempt. After landing successfully on July 20, Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon surface. He famously called the moment, quoting, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." In conclusion, the space race was just a competition between the U.S. and Russia, or Soviet Union. It was another competition like the arms race or others. It was just to see who was better. At the start, Russia was winning the space race, but at the end, the United States, with Apollo 11 landing the moon, won. This is just trying to stop the communism of Russia. They didn't also did the space race or arms race. They also made movies like Rocky, defeating a Russian guy or killing him, or much more. In every movie, trying to show that Russia are the bad guys and that they should be exterminated.
All I can say is I told you. Jury at the bank down the vault. You should have never doubted me. I'ma work to my last breath. I'ma hustle to my last breath. Yeah. Yeah, you should have never doubted me. The pain and the struggle followed me.